have no problem with doing horror as long as it's. I think here's the thing: the problem with the world's horror is that they have to capture with a camera moving to somewhere that's unrealistic. So you would never be staring just straight at the camera, and then something is right here, and you didn't see it until now, and that's so to scare you. And
so
then
the jump scare stuff.
Yeah, jump scare.
Psychological horror. I
don't mind it, but if that's all you have,
yeah.
And the thing about it is, the problem with horror is for horror to be. I think horror is scary when you think it could happen to you. And I think horror it has to have horror is real when it has a sense of reality behind it. When you go, the problem with a lot of these, for example, the scariest movies to me are like Sixth Sense, White Noise. There's that one movie where I forget what it was, where the demons were in their house and they had to try the Exorcist or something.
Oh, like Exorcist! You talking about the little girl whose head was turning around? That's the Exorcist.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Well, the thing that was cool about those is you could imagine that something like that could happen.
Yeah, but see, that's one of my fears of making like a Christian horror movie is it gets too real. Like people died in the making of The Exorcist too.
Yeah.
So like say you make a Christian horror movie, right? And you got you making this story about somebody who's demon possessed. With me knowing how I am, I would want to get into so much realism of stuff that actually happened. I might conjure up some real demons making them feel. So. Because look, if I'm gonna make a movie about somebody playing with a Ouija board or messing with spiritual things that they should not be, that has to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So then you gonna be bringing that stuff on the set. You're gonna be, or at least making your own versions of it. You're going to be filming people doing rituals. That's how my scary movie would be. It would be realistic stuff that I think goes on.
Yeah, but all kind of movies have that stuff in.
Yeah, and I think the more real, I don't think they portray it realistically.
Yeah, but that's why I think that we would have a place in horror, because if you got some witch that's doing stuff that she doesn't really understand.
Yeah.
Whereas when you talk about the Witch of Endor, she really does bring up the spirit of Samuel. That's scary.
Yeah.
You got some spirit that comes up and says something unrealistic or something.
That's true, but
angel.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think that's scary though. But the problem with mine is like, if I made
it would be really scary and it would be successful.
Yeah, but if you make a realistic Christian movie about how demon possession really works, right? With real people doing real rituals that I think Satanism or Satanists do.
I think it'd be better if it wasn't even a ritual. What if it was just something subtle and it was something that normal people do that would lead to demon possession? That would be scary.
That'd be true. Okay.
That would be scary. That's what this is the thing. To me, a Christian view of horror will be scarier than the other view, because when you have, let's say, especially when you on a cartoon, you got a cartoon and you got a red devil.
It's whack.
With a pitchfork. Okay?
It's whack.
So then, but in reality, the angel and the demon, you can't tell the difference between them. If you just looked at them, that's scary.
And that's the biblical depiction too, because
angels
and demons, according to the Bible, came from the same thing.
Well, they are the same thing.
They came from.
They are the same.
I know, but I mean, they aren't now. I'm not saying they don't look...
No, they're the same now.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they aren't the same. I'm saying that their purpose is different now. One fell from heaven, and the other didn't.
Yeah, but I think that's not the way to talk about it, though. I would say that they're the same. They're exactly the same. It'd be like if I was saying...
They're the same type of creatures.
Yeah. We're the same. Yeah. And that's the thing that's scarier about them. Because it'd be different. Like, let's say you went outside and everybody who was good... had a white shirt on. It wouldn't be scary to know who evil is. The thing that's scary about knowing who a terrorist is a terrorist could be anybody.
But that goes into Hollywood's philosophy though too, because they think that's how evil really works, where the Bible explains to us that that's not how evil really works. So they got this philosophy that if Satan appeared, he'd be some evil creature looking thing, and he would do all these magical, like, a pentagram would appear on the, and that's not how it works in real life. It actually comes as stuff you love.
Satan would be very beautiful. I think he would have a morality campaign.
I would depict Satan as a beautiful woman, in my opinion. That's not because it would be something that's enticing.
Well, he's got such masculine figures, but that's
true. But I'm talking about how he appeals to the world.
Yeah.
Like when you see the
Babylon is a woman. I think in some aspects, this is the thing. I think in some aspects of Satan is very much a man, and some aspects is very much a woman. Mm-hmm. So if you look at like Babylon, here she is, and actually if you think about the depiction of Babylon, it's really nasty. Because here she's got this cup filled with the remnants of her sexual immorality, which is So she's but she's drunk on the blood of the saints. So she's not only nasty in a perverted sense, but then she's also violent, extremely violent, and that's what she's drunk off of. But then she's known as being beautiful, but then she's sitting on a dragon. So it's like you got this.
But see, that's the subtleness that makes things scary to me. Like if you really were writing a real Christian horror movie, it would go along the same lines as the old school horror, where it's a build up to it. It ain't just a jump scare. Boo, I got you. Yeah. That stuff is whack, and I feel like that's where horror is going to, because people don't know what's truly horrific anymore. They don't really want to delve in deep into the psychology of what makes people scared. Yeah.